2000.
President Obama promised change for America, and this past week he reversed several policies of the past, lifting travel restrictions to Cuba, for example, criticizing certain interrogation tactics. But while the president has invited change so far in his first 90 days in office, there has also been room for compromise on many issues. Some have actually been dropped outright. That may not be sitting very well with some liberal Democrats. Our guests are Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger, a Democrat from Maryland and a member of the House Appropriations Committee, and Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn, a Republican from Tennessee who sits on the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Good to see you both. Thank you. Congressman Ruppersberger, the president has either compromised or retreated on farm subsidies, veteran health costs, a commission to buttress Social Security finances, and more famously, the assault weapons ban. Some may think that's pragmatic. Others may say he's unprincipled. What do you say?
I think he's very pragmatic, he's a leader, and he's an endgame person. You know, we have to remember the president hasn't been in office for 100 days. He inherited one of the worst crises we've had from a fiscal point of view in the history of our country. And what he understands, and he was a former United States Senator, is that there is a Congress and there is a presidency. His style is different, though. You know, George Bush and Cheney were my way or the highway. Obama is willing to put a subject matter out and then let it go out and let Congress debate it and then come out for the end game. And I feel that the presidency right now under Obama is doing very well for the first 100 days.
Representative Blackburn, you probably saw the New York Times article which quoted an economist at the Urban Institute by the name of Leonard Berman. He was an official at Treasury in the Clinton administration. Let me quote him. The thing we still don't know about him, referring to the president, is what is he willing to fight for? The thing I worry about is that he likes giving good speeches, he likes the adulation, he likes to make people happy. It's hard to think of a place where he's taken a really hard position. Is that fair or unfair?
I think that that is a very fair assessment, and that is one of the things that is of concern to so many people. You know, I think many Americans were curious about what the president was going to bring forward. Then they started getting a little concerned when they were hearing about fairness doctrine, when they were seeing the incredible amount of spending take place. Then they became fearful as the economy tended to do worse and worse through several weeks, and then they saw this enormous amount of spending, an enormous amount of debt, and they really have become a bit angry about that, and rightfully so. And I, you know, with all due respect to my colleague, I think that most Americans are angry at Republicans and Democrats. What they want to see is spending reduced in Washington. The president had promised change. What he has not delivered on is reducing what the federal government spends. Indeed, he has doubled and tripled it within this first 90 days in office.
Congressman Ruppersberger,
yes.
On the campaign trail, the candidate Obama promised to resurrect the ban on assault weapons, and now he's dropped it. He's not fighting for it. Does he run the risk of being accused of being, I don't know, disingenuous or lacking conviction?
Well, the first thing, he has a lot of other issues that are out there. Number one, the economy, all of the issues that have occurred on his international trip, dealing with the pirates issue, which he showed real leadership, by the way. And the assault ban weapon is a very hot political issue, like abortion. And I think he is at this point saying he's going to prioritize on what his issues are. Also, that we as Democrats now have the House because moderate Democrats beat moderate Republicans. So I'm sure from a political point of view, he doesn't want to put that out there when some of his moderate Democrats might not support him on that issue. Yeah. So he's looking at the political side, but he's also looking at what's best for the country. Yeah. Let's focus on the economy. Let's focus on the issues that are important right now.
Well, that's Congresswoman Blackburn,
sure.
You get the last word. That's a pretty fair assessment that your colleague has just given, correct?
Well, I think that what we have to look at is what he is pushing forward on his policies. When it comes to trying to nationalize health care, that is something the American people don't want. They don't want a single-payer system. When it comes to the EPA and this national energy tax that they're going to push forward with cap and trade and the EPA regulating CO2 emissions, and I do have a bill that would block that, that is something the American people don't want. They don't want to pay a $3,128 per household energy tax every single year.
Yeah.
So it is the economy. It is concern over a 180-degree change in some policies, and people are saying, now, wait a minute, that is not the kind of change we thought we were going to get.
Okay, Representatives Ruppersberger and Blackburn, thank you both for being with us this Sunday.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.